That's why you may look as if you are rising. If you don't have a relationship with the Holy Ghost, it's a matter of time. I have seen men that were powerful, seemingly powerful, but in this same world, they became nothing. Because that power that makes a man invincible and finishes strong is in the spirit. So sons know how to yield. The strength of a son is not in his creativity. The strength of the son is his ability to tap into the Holy Ghost part time. So every time the Holy Ghost moves, he knows. That is why David was able to fight 44 battles and he won all. How? He said, when you see the mulberry tree move, I have gone ahead. And David said, by God, I ran through a troop. By God, I leaped over a wall. There was an ability. He could pick the frequencies of God. And as long as he's hid in God, no force on earth could bring him down. David can win war with stones. He can win war with bows and arrows. He knows something. It is in that his pliability in the hand of the Holy Ghost that he became a warrior. And when David wanted to train his warriors, he didn't take them to a quarry site. David was only playing his harp. And when he played his harp, he downloaded sounds from heaven. Those sounds altered the molecular structure of his warriors. And they changed. He changed them with sound. He said, by my harp, I altered dark sentences. He had leaned and aligned with the Holy Ghost so much that David could bring heaven to earth with sound. So when David is playing his harp, it is the heart of the Father. And when you heard David, after a while, your hands will become strong. You may be feeble. They said 400 broken and battered men came to David in Kevadulam. How did he make them? He made them by the Spirit. He didn't train them by the mountains. He made them by the Spirit. When David plays his harp, he trains warriors. Because that time they are hearing that sound, they are aligned with heaven. It's called Mahanai. Mahanai. So one man can see an angel of fire. And as he's walking, that angel is teaching him. Another man sees an angel of sound. Another man sees an angel of light. That's why when you are worshiping God in your room, a point comes, you find yourself. You are behaving, you are just misbehaving. You don't know what's happening. They are altering your molecular structure. So that time you are shaking your hand. It's an alignment pattern. That's the power of Elutero. It's an alignment. So you pray for 1 hour. And when you woke up, you were coordinated sitting. But after prayer, you found yourself facing the wall. You didn't know how you came here. It's Elutero. It's Elutero. And when your molecular structure is changed, a point comes when you see somebody living in sin. You say the wages of sin is death. And the person begins to cry. He doesn't know. You are now talking from heaven. You are talking from Zion. That's the way of sons. The power of a son is mystical. That's why you can't bring him down. I write unto you sons because you are strong. You are strong. You are strong. If you are not strong, it's because you have not yielded. When you yield to the Holy Ghost, there's an ability that comes on you. Oh, I love it when I pray alone in the room. Sometimes I'm so tired and I carry a chant and I put it and it begins to play. After a while, my head begins to shake. After a while, I stand up. I begin to walk. After a while, I begin to run. I don't know what's happening. That time I'm running in the room. I'm moving from one state to another. And people are wondering, how are they inviting you? How are they knowing you? When I was running in the room, I was leaping from one territory to another. I was leaping. It's called Elutero. In my room is a mystery, but I'm jumping from state to state. I'm jumping from territories to territories. Sometimes, as I'm in the room, I roar. What that means is to take territory. So when I enter a territory before I come, the place has been subdued. The demons will run. Because when I was roaring in the room, I was commanding territorial demons. Get out of the city. It's called Elutero. That's why the way of the Spirit is mystical. You can't find it as the wind bloweth. Thou listest not from where it cometh or where it goeth. So are they that are born by the Spirit of God. Have you not been praying before and you got drunk? And then you were drunk in your room. And then you were just moving. And in that drunken state, you know what you should do. And then you do it all of a sudden. The contract you were bidding, they just called you and say, come and take. That project that you didn't have wisdom for. You are trying to draw the building plan. You can't get inspiration. And suddenly, you were just drunk. And as the Holy Ghost was carrying you, he now took you to where God stood when he created the foundation of the earth. There's no architectural intelligence that supersedes that. But by yielding, you entered somewhere. And when you come out, you'll become a champion. You will not only draw one building plan, you will draw 10. And when you draw it for 20 years, for 100 years, nobody can beat it. Because you do it from the foundation of the earth. It's the power of songs. I write unto you, young men, you are strong. You are strong. You are strong. When God says you are strong, it's not talking power and might. It's talking the way of the Spirit. The way of the Spirit. That's the way of songs. Higher.